Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Major Hype has been arrested. Yes, people, Major Hype has been arrested, and not only has he been arrested, but he has been hit with some pretty serious charges. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of how those charges are going to work out. I just came off his IG, and on his Instagram, he is actually singing, doing a skit like a Luciano skit, but he's basically saying, if you listen to the words, he's advertising for two shows, Valentine's Day weekend, the 13th and the 14th, that he is booked for. And he is saying, we are God blessed and everything shall come to light. Now, with that said, these charges that he is facing, let me tell you about these charges for a second so you understand the seriousness of what this is. So, I'm looking at the report, the arrest report, and the arrest report gives various descriptions. Like, for instance, it tells the man's date of birth, it tells his real name, which is Joseph Nigel Theron, and it also tells where he was born. Place of birth is listed as New York. So for those of you who said he was born in Jamaica, or yeah man, I know say Jamaica and born and thing, there you have it. It says he was born in New York. However, because he was born in New York, because I already see people saying, oh, he's a fraud because he was born in New York, but he perpetrates as if he is from the Caribbean. Listen, there's a lot of people that's born in the UK, that's born in the US, that's born in other countries across the world, but they are so steep in their Caribbean culture that you would believe that they were actually raised in the Caribbean. Now, he has never come out and told us stories of what Caribbean island he was raised in, so he has never laid any claim to that. And people are asking, SouFlo, you think that's going to affect his brand, his comedy, the Caribbean king of comedy? And my answer to that is no, it's not. A lot of us are born overseas and then migrated to the Caribbean where our parents were. It's no different from how the Russians come over to the US and have children here, and then they take the children back to Russia, but the children are born American citizens. And then when the children are a little bit older, they bring them back to the US to be fully grown here and partake in all the opportunities available here. Anyhow, one of the things that caught my attention from the arrest record was when they described the tattoos on his body, right? And they're saying the left arm has two tattoos, a praying hand, God bless, written there, and then a portrait, music notes, and zipper. On the right arm, he has a tattoo called Major Hype, which is his stage name. And he also has Kirby tattooed on his right arm. I know someone want to use one like a pen knife and just scrape off the Kirby there off of his arm. I know he just want to erase Kirby from his memory, from his life. You know when you meet somebody and you just wish you had never, I wish I never met you at all. That one there, I think that's what's going on right now in Major Hype mind. I know he does not want, nobody would want 2021 to start out like this for them. In the January 1st month of 2021, this is how you meet the year. He's going to be battling this until it fully goes away. So you can say 2021 is off to a rough start. All right. But let's talk about the charges for a second. So it says that he was actually charged with kidnapping, felony kidnapping. And then he was also charged with simple battery. And he was also charged with terroristic threats and acts on a felony level. Let me give you all the details about them charges here, okay? For instance, simple battery in Georgia, the penalty for simple battery of a high or aggravated, which is what he is charged for, is up to 1 year in confinement and up to $5,000 in fines. That's the basic of that. All right, that's the simple battery charge. And then the more serious charge would be the terroristic threat or act. The terroristic threat or act, upon conviction, it says by law, the person should be punished for a terroristic act by imprisonment for not less than 5 years or no more than 10 years, or by a fine of not less than 50,000 US dollars. So right there, sir, that hurts. That's a ouch. But you see, the more serious charge is the kidnapping charge. And his stuff says kidnapping on a felony level. So kidnapping is considered a violent felony, and it carries at least 10 years in prison without parole for conviction of this crime. So you understand what I'm saying to you? He is looking at something that he has to fight. We're saying years. But like Majah Hype said in his song skit that I just saw before doing this, on his Instagram, the man said, "We are God bless and everything shall come to light." He's booked for these 2 shows on Valentine's Day weekend, which is the 13th and the 14th of February. And that means that the show must go on. So he's booked for a show and he's about to perform at the show. Now, according to Nationwide Radio JM.com. Now remember, he posted his bail and he is out. Okay, so according to arrest reports, 42-year-old given name Nigel Theron Joseph, or Majah Hype, he burst onto the social scene almost a decade ago with his comedic skits, which utilized various Caribbean accents. You know, so him play a Bajan one time, and the next time him play Trini, and another time he play a Jamaican, and another time he play a Haitian, and you know, he Barbados, and he just go on with the accents, and he's very good at imitating the accents, is what he's known for, and saying funny stuff that is rooted in Caribbean culture, and that's why we find the things that he says so funny. He's since amassed more than 1 million followers on the social media platform Instagram. Now, according to the police report that we all have seen by now, Majah Hype was arrested shortly after 10 p.m. So late in the night, them come for the money now. And he was booked for, like I just told you, felony kidnapping, felony terroristic threats and acts, and simple battery. And I explained to you all the charges and the fines that go with those charges, to include monetary fine and prison time. It is not immediately clear what alleged incident prompted Hype's arrest. I have been hearing that this all stems from Kirby and his relation. You don't know the thing we're going with Kirby, and she say him beat her up and all these other stuff, and we already beat that subject to death and we already talked about it. And my end consensus for that whole thing was they both did each other wrong. At some point they were both either accommodating to what was going on, or they were both doing foul things towards each other or behind each other's back, which all came to light, right? By hearing his side and by hearing her side, and then by seeing all them video clips that were released and all these other things. End of the day, everybody said, listen, it was a messed up relationship with 2 messed up people in it. Both of them were in a bad place in life, and both of them were messed up. 2 hurt people. All they did was hurt each other after. So with that said, the only right thing to do then was sever ties, walk away, count your losses, and learn a lesson from it and keep it moving. We thought that was where it was going to end. No, apparently it went to the courts. So, I don't know, Kirby was a cop before, and having gone through the academy, I'm sure she picked up a few things, and I'm sure she probably still has some cronies or friends that have been through the academy as well, some contacts. She understands the basics of how to put things together and go through the system as far as filing charges, etc. And apparently she did that, right? He was released, however, on 15,000 US dollars bail by 1:30 in the morning. So he spent roughly 3 hours in, and then he was released. Major Hype has been the center of this controversy in recent weeks following the public breakup with his ex-fiancée Latisha Kirby. Kirby accused Hype of being physically and emotionally abusive in various videos posted on Instagram. And she also accused him of publishing a series of sex tapes involving her. Hype, however, has denied publishing those things, and he has also denied that he was the abusive one in the relationship. Now, I'm wondering at this point if he can counter and also press charges and come up with his own stuff, or are they only going to go with what Kirby said? At this point, no one has been able to reach Major Hype or his management team concerning this arrest, but the man go in, him spend 3 hours, paid his money, come out, and of course, I'm sure he's going to have to stand up to these charges in a court of law. Well, get you a good lawyer, brother. Get you a good lawyer is what I'm going to say, because in the United States of America, them not really play around still, especially when it's a black man. You see what I say? But it's a man versus a woman, and right already there, when a woman calls domestic abuse, physical violence, she already got one leg up on you in the system. I'm just saying. So we're going to watch this one and stay by it and see how it plays out. At this point, I say, boy, them should have just got them separate way, but it looked like it's developing into more than just that. Could I say she probably just don't want to see this man just leave, them go their separate ways and him do good and continue to flourish without her? You know, sometimes when you and somebody break up, you've caused them so much hurt, or maybe you didn't even hurt them, they're just being vindictive. Either way, they cannot just break and leave. They have made up their mind that they're going to make you pay, or they're going to make you suffer, or they're going to tear you down. So I wish him all the best in this situation, right, Yasa? Because when Babylon get involved, we already know how the thing go. All right? Get your money up, pay a good lawyer, and fight it the best way you can fight it. Freedom is what's on the menu. It's SouFLoTV, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. And when YouTube asks you, let them know, send me all videos, not just some. So you catch us when we are live on YouTube or when we upload new materials to the channel. That one ya sticky. Bad, bad, bad. I'm out. Peace.